Hi guys, Dave from firearms-uk here. I hope you all had a holly jolly Christmas. This video is going to be a brief overview on shotgun cartridges, specifically those available on the Section 2 shotgun certificate. I just want to give a brief rundown on some of the information you'll find on a typical box of cartridges and what it means, and maybe go into a little bit of detail about the history and so forth. Before I get started, I would also just like to recommend Sam over at SRSpowers. Got a really good video on shotgun cartridges. He goes into some great detail and he opens up a few of them as well, just to show you what's inside. So well worth checking out, guys. It's a good channel as well, just for lots of other shooting related videos and what have you. So anyway, we'll get stuck in. So this is a box of firearms-uk official sporting cartridges, and typically it's got all the information on the front here. So we've got caliber 12, length 70mm, load 28 grams, shot 8.5, and the wad is plastic. So what does all that mean? Well, caliber 12 is quite obvious, it's for a 12 gauge shotgun. Just a little bit of information on that I recently found out. In the UK, you'll probably hear the term 12 bore, 20 bore, perhaps used interchangeably with 12 gauge, 20 gauge. But I believe, if you're being totally accurate, bore refers to the actual inside diameter. So for example, a 410 shotgun, it's correct to say a 410 bore because it's a length, if you like, in inches, so 0.410 inches is the inside diameter of the bore of that barrel, whereas gauge actually refers to, it's in relation to the size or the weight of a solid lead sphere that will fit inside a particular bore or barrel. So a 12 gauge shotgun can fit in a solid lead ball that weighs 1/12 of a pound inside its barrel. A 20 bore can fit in a solid lead ball that weighs 1/20 of a pound. So obviously there's a little bit of history there, because I think again during World War II and beyond, you'd have like 6-pounder guns and 17-pounder guns, and again I think that was in relation to the size of a ball that would fit inside the gun. I should probably try and find out where that terminology really originates from. I think it's probably a British thing, but it's quite interesting. Just to this day and age, it is still used in some ways. It became pretty common. Moving on, so the length, 70mm, that just refers to the length of your cartridge. So for example, I've got one here. Your shotgun will be chambered for particular lengths. I think generally speaking, what I see is 2 3/4 to 3 inch cartridge length. It's something to be quite wary of. Make sure you use the right size or length of cartridges for your shotgun. I believe if you put in slightly longer ones, it might not chamber properly and it could perhaps detonate outside the battery or cause some safety issues. I think you can get away with slightly shorter ones because obviously the cartridge will open up and it's sitting in the chamber anyway, quite secure, but longer ones could cause issues. But to be on the safe side, just make sure you use the right ones that your shotgun's designed for. Load 28 grams. Now that refers to the weight or mass of the shot that's inside your cartridge. So these firearms-uk ones have 28 grams of lead inside them. Shot size is 8.5. Now that's it's not a direct measurement of shot size, if you like. You actually need to take that number away from 0.17 inches, and that gives you the actual diameter of the shot. So if you have 8.5s, then you come down to 7.5s or 7.5s. The shot is actually increasing, although the shot size, the number, is getting smaller. The actual diameter of the shot is increasing slightly. This box actually has, in brackets, diameter 2.2mm. So yeah, it does something to do to have the metric equivalent, but generally speaking, for clay shooting, you'll use between 7.5 and 9s. And when you start to get in the shooting game, you'll perhaps use number 6s for pigeon, 5s for perhaps duck, and so forth. You come down in size. you get ones as well like AAAs that you might use for vermin like foxes and things like that at closer ranges, but generally speaking, the lower the number, the higher, the larger the diameter of the shot inside, and it's a plastic wad. So generally you do get plastic and fibre, and the reason for that is some landowners or some areas it's perhaps not ideal to be using plastic, because this is a little bit that it's between the powder and the shot, and you'll see it coming out the barrel a lot of times. You can notice it, and some landowners understandably don't want bits of plastic lying around in their land, that perhaps livestock might pick up or something like that. So fibres are a more environmentally friendly way of doing things. So just for comparison, we've got a box of Eley cartridges here, and again they're very similar. All the information's on the top. 28 gram, 7.5 shot. This is a fibre wad this time, but also says on the top 70mm case length, suitable for 2 3/4 inch chambers. So 70mm is, if you convert it, it's pretty much 2 3/4 inches. It's just obviously with a lot of places have gone metric, so it's just to keep everyone right. I like the fact that it's got both. Personally, I prefer working in inches, so it's good to see it's still there. But yeah, again, you've got all the same information once up there, just that you can go to. There is certain variations on shot as well. There's certain rules you need to obey. So for example here, I've got a box of Hull steel game cartridges, and as the name would suggest, the shot is actually made of steel. So on the top of this box, with all the information, when it talks about shot, it says Fe4, which lets you know it's ferrous, it contains iron, and it's a number 4 shot size. So the reason for that is, in the UK and in other countries, you're forbidden from using lead shot on certain species or in certain areas like wetlands. The rules in Scotland and England are actually slightly different, if I recall correctly. So when I'm ever game shooting, I just use number 4's steel shot. It keeps me right. I don't need to worry about accidentally shooting somewhere where I shouldn't and things like that. So, but there is rules you need to follow. When you're using steel shot as well, a lot of people might suggest coming down in shot size. That's simply because steel isn't as ballistically efficient, is perhaps the correct terminology. So it's harder, it's more likely to pass straight through and impart less energy into your quarry. So for me, again, I just come down in size, and that way it keeps myself right, it's more humane, and you don't need to worry about perhaps injuring something as much. As well with steel shot, something I'm always wary of is ricochets, simply because again it's harder, steel can bounce off things, so it's something to be aware of. But generally a shotgun, you're shooting up into the sky, it shouldn't be too much of a worry, but it's something always to be aware of. So I think that's a brief rundown on cartridges, guys. As I say, you can get other ones for vermin and things like that, but that's your sort of brief overview in relation to what a lot of the figures mean on a box and things like that. One final thing I'd like to show you is just a snap cap. Now this is a little device that you put in your shotgun, and it's just so you can relieve the tension on the springs without damaging the firing pin. So basically you put it in the chamber, one in each chamber, close your gun, pull the trigger, change barrels and pull the other trigger, and what it does obviously is you take the tension off the spring, but it lets your firing pin hit something rather than just going into an empty chamber. And it's quite a simple construction. You've basically got what I think is an aluminium body and a little brass nipple, for want of a better word, that just goes inside, and that just takes the place of your primer, and it's got a spring, and then it's all sealed off with a little grub screw. And as I say, that just lets you fire this, so the firing pin will hit the brass primer substitute, and the spring will take in the shock, and then it'll return, and it just saves damage. Now, I don't use these on my semi-auto shotgun. I've heard mixed opinion. I think generally speaking, people don't use them on semi-autos. But yeah, that's it, guys. So hopefully it's been fairly informative. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all soon. Cheers.